Okay. 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 All right, let's try this. I think I might have found the winning combination. So this is IRIUN. All right, let's try this. That's the name of this program I'm using. And I think it's the best so far that I've tried for my miniature painting. So this is IRIUN. That's the name of this program I'm using. And I think it's the best so far that I've tried for my miniature painting. So this is IRIUN. I need to shape this a bit more. Shape this a bit more. So right now I'm doing yet another gold highlight. Gold is one of those colors that never gets the love, right? People will put a base color on. So right now I'm doing yet another, then a highlight, gold highlight. Because hey, it's gold, right? Gold doesn't matter. And normally I prefer to do a non-metallic. Never gets the love, right? People will. But I don't feel like doing that. I will be doing that, then a highlight, when I get my sanguinary guard to match my Dante. And normally I prefer to do a non-metallic. But I don't feel like doing that. I will be doing that, then a highlight, when I get my sanguinary guard to match my Dante. And normally I prefer to do a non-metallic. But I don't feel like doing that. Should have my lookers on. I will be doing that when I get my sanguinary guard to match my Dante. Should have my lookers on. So I searched for an old phone that I had somewhere at some point. I have no idea where it is. I tend to get rid of stuff every once in a while, so I probably junked it. So I searched for an old phone that I had somewhere at some point. I have no idea where it is. Did I just hear my own voice? I tend to get rid of stuff every once in a while, so I probably junked it. So I searched for an old. I think something's playing through my headset over there on my desk. I have no idea where it is. Did I just hear my own voice? I tend to get rid of stuff every once in a while, so I probably junked it. I'm kind of happy that I went with the blue eyes, by the way. I put in a darker blue base color. And now I'm going to give it a blue wash using this really blue Tyron blue shade. I'm kind of happy that I went with the blue eyes, by the way. I put in a darker blue base color. And now I'm going to give it a blue wash using this really blue Tyron blue shade. You probably couldn't see that, but it's okay. I'm kind of happy that I went with blue eyes, by the way. I put in a darker blue base color. And now I'm going to give it a blue wash using this really blue. I guess I will do the angel one. You probably couldn't. So for that, I'm going to use my go-to gray first as the base coat, Iron Hull. This is P3 paint. I guess I will do the. While I'm doing that, I'll also paint the details of the gun with this color. Go to gray first as the base coat, iron hull. This is my go-to color for all. This is whites and grays. P3 paint. I'll lay this down first. And gun. Silvers. While I'm doing that, I'll also paint the details of the gun. I just made a mess with this color. This is my go-to color for all whites and grays. I'll lay this down first. I'm really not a fan of the molded Blood Angel wing shoulder pads. They're really difficult to paint. I'm really not a fan of the molded Blood Angel wing shoulder pads. They're really difficult to paint. I'm not sure if that notification is my Twitch notification telling me that I'm live, or what. Let's see, can I tell? I don't know how to. I don't want to mess with my phone. I'm not sure if that notification is my Twitch notification telling me that I'm live. Finally got it working. Not gonna do it. Let's see, can I tell? I don't know how to. I don't want to mess with my phone. Lookers, gotta see what I'm doing. Finally got it working. Not gonna do it. I don't know how to. I don't want to mess with my phone. Lookers, gotta see what I'm doing. Again, if you're painting competitively, you should always take the extra care when you're painting your characters. I guarantee you, the paint judge will always pick up your characters and scrutinize them. Again, if you're painting competitively, you should always take the extra care when you're painting your characters. I guarantee you, the paint judge will always pick up your characters and scrutinize them. Again, if you're painting competitively, you should always take the extra care when you're painting your characters. Why does Lamart use a melta pistol? I mean, pre-Devastation of Baal, pretty much every Space Marine in the Blood Angels army had a melta pistol, right? Why does they had an overabundance of them. I mean, pre-Devastation of Baal, he could have just picked one up off the ground. Pretty much every Space Marine. There must have been thousands just laying around. Had a melta pistol, right? They had an overabundance of them. He could have just picked one up off the ground. There must have been thousands just laying around. Instead, he crossed the Rubicon, and he insists upon using a bolt pistol. It's a heavy bolt pistol now. It's not like it's his original bolt pistol that he was so attached to, right? So it's a new bolt pistol. Why not just grab a melta pistol? Cross the Rubicon, and he insists. Huh, Lamart? Riddle me that, punk. It's a heavy bolt pistol now. It's not like it's his original bolt pistol that he was so attached to. Right? So it's a new bolt pistol. Why not just grab a Melta pistol? Huh, Lamart? Riddle me that, punk. Heavy bolt pistol now. It's not like it's his original bolt pistol that he was so attached to. So it's a new bolt pistol. Why not just grab a Melta? Huh, Lamart? Riddle me that, punk. Okay. Final highlight for the gold. Silver. Take my lookers off so I can find my silver. You want to use like a mithril silver, a super bright. Okay. And I don't know how much of that I really have anymore. I might have to go look over at my airbrush paint area. Lookers off. So I can find. It's not something I really use a whole lot. I have lead belcher over here, but use like a mithril silver, super bright. What's that? This is a I don't know how much of that I gray night steel, so it's like a cool steel color. I might have to go look over at my airbrush paint area.
Looking for the mithril.
It's not something I really use a whole lot. I have
gunmetal.
What's that?
Chainmail.
This is a gray night steel. It's not quite what I want. I want the mithril. Let me go and look and see over there if I can find it.
Gunmetal. Chainmail.
It's not quite what I want. I want the mithril. Let me go and look and see over there if I can find it. I have a chrome. I shall use chrome. Yeah, that's going to be a little while before that's usable, huh? I shall use chrome. Something's in there. Do I have a little mixing ball in there? Sounds like there's something in there, like a mixing ball. That must have put in there years ago. I just need to just refresh my entire collection of paint. Sounds like there's something in there, like a mixing ball. That must have put in there years ago. Oh. The things I would do. Alright, let's see. I just need to just refresh my entire collection of paint. Oh. The things I would do. It's just squirting out all the acrylic medium. I'll pour it back in there. Things I would do. It's just squirting out all the let's see. What do I have? Pour it back in there. Yeah, it's just medium. Let's see. What do I have? Watch as Jawa shakes his paint.
Yeah, it's just medium.
And so start shaking the steel one too. Whichever one is ready first will get used. Watch as Jawa shakes his paint. And so start shaking the steel one too. Whichever one is ready first will get used. I wasn't looking. I was looking at the wrong chat. Okay, let me see what I can do. A feedback loop, huh? Well, I probably have the microphone active on my camera. Start shaking the steel one too. Whichever one is ready first will get used. I wasn't looking. I was looking at the wrong chat. Okay, let me see what I can do. A feedback loop, huh? And I have an issue where my computer picks up all the audio. I probably have the microphone active on my camera. How's that? Testing, testing. Feedback loop still there? Nope, it's gone, right? Yeah. So sound was feeding into my headset, and for some reason, when it does that, that sound also feeds into my stream. And I have no idea why it does that. My buddy and I have tried to figure it out, but we don't know. Let's see if this will be any better. Ooh, oh yeah. So it took some doing and a little bit of help from my friends, but yeah, I used just I used that other program that you recommended. And voila. It worked fine. I'm not entirely sold on this highlight. I know you probably can't see everything I'm doing here. I couldn't find that other phone I had at one point, so I ended up just using my phone with the new program. And it seems to have done the trick. But now I can't see the notifications on my phone. I should plug my phone in right now is what you're saying. To try to avoid any issues. Let me do that. All right. I do have a super high-speed charger for my phone, so if need be, I will get that out. If that becomes a problem. I'm not sure I'm happy with all that silver on the gold, but what I'll do for that is come back in with my sepia wash that'll tone that silver down. Okay. Lamar looks pretty intense. He's very angry. All right, dark gray for the angel wing. So all I'm really doing with the angel wings is layering it up. So I can do a layer of Lithuan gray. And then hit it with Apothecary white, which is the contrast paint, which shades white. And I will leave it at that. Looking for my dark blue shade, dark blue shade. So this is my recipe for all of my guns. Iron Hull gray, and then Drakenhof Nightshade. Jawaballs, the name, right? It's a very, very lame story. But it comes from way back in like 1997. And I had bought a new computer. I didn't really understand how it all worked at that point. And I went to sign on to my AIM screen name and I couldn't. And so I had to make like a new one. So I was like, balls. My name at the time was Big Jawa. So I was like, ooh, Jawa balls. And and that's it. And Jawa balls was born. Yeah, that's it. And then I happened to had used that when I made a YouTube channel before I started broadcasting on YouTube. So when I logged into my YouTube channel, that was what signed on. And I just left it. And then, as you know, my YouTube channel just kind of exploded. So it was too late at that point to change it. It was Jawaballs. Which really only matters for like young kids and all that. Now I'm layering in some more of the Black Templar. Yeah, it's a completely innocent name. It just kind of stuck though, right? It's a pretty good name. Over the years, people have tried to steal it. Pretty much any time a new platform comes out, if I don't get there quickly and claim the name, someone else does. That's a little annoying. That's why I don't use Twitter. Because someone took my name and I couldn't get it. Yeah, well, it's not a super great story, but It is the truth. It is how my name was born. Balls! That was like the big exclamation at the time of frustration. Don't ask me why or how, but so now I'm just kind of laying in Black Templar to push back some of the highlight. For to make it go left on my view, I have to push down on the model. Weird. I don't understand that. But girl painting is the good name. I especially like it because it's girl painting, not girl painter. I have to go find my light blue to do the last highlight of his eyes. I need to get a new bottle of like whatever it is, like ice blue or something. I use electric blue as my final highlight of blue for my power weapons and such. Okay. I'm only trying to get the very top of the eye. The lighting is almost too bright. Hello, Dadalorian. Yeah, someone got kind of. They thought they were getting cute with Jawaballs too, and Jawaballs.com. And I contacted the guy, and he said, "Oh, I didn't do it because you were Jawaballs. I didn't. I thought it was just a fun name." And then when I looked him up, I saw like a profile. He's a 40K gamer, so absolutely, he's a liar, and he just registered the domain name because he was being a jerk. Then he wanted me to pay him for it. I was like, "Well, how much money do you think I make? The dozens of dollars I make a month off my domain. How much do you think it's worth?" He wanted like 10 grand. I was like, "All right, good luck to you, sir." But then, sure enough, Disney sent him when they bought Star Wars. They sent him a cease and desist, which doesn't make sense because I don't. Maybe they did. Maybe they bought it. Disney doesn't. Or at the time when I made Jawa balls, um, a Jawa was a motorcycle. Um, Lucas stole it from Jawa, the motorcycle company. So it wasn't trademarked or copyrighted at all when I made it. Maybe Disney bought the rights to it. Maybe it is now, but yeah. I don't know. We'll see. Not something I'm terribly afraid of. And hi, Data Logan. I'm just kind of working with a new camera here. Actually, my phone. Trying to get you guys a better view of what I'm doing. What do you think? I think this looks terrible. I gotta get in here close, guys, so I'm gonna focus on this real fast. Bear with me a second. Maybe I should make up a more interesting story for the origin of Jawaball. I do love how that guy got a cease and desist. And then I managed to get control of Jawaballs.com. But then I didn't bother ever making a website out of it. I did. I had it. I bought it for a while, but didn't actually publish anything. Maybe I did. I don't recall what I did with it. I didn't do much. It's kind of hard to get the right orientation here. Okay, so there's not a whole lot left to do. Finish painting his gun, give his eyes a couple of dot highlights, and do the angel wing on his shoulders. And he's pretty much done. Do the blood drop on his forehead and on the angel wing with red. And he shall be complete. Put some wash in on the red. The gun too. Alright, well let's focus on this gun time. I'll use my Uthu and Gray for that white highlight on his eyes, unless I have a... Wait, no I don't. Okay. It's a real quick one. And I'm going to have to block the screen on this one, friends. So... maybe not. Yeah. Oh, you couldn't see that. Oh. I nailed them on the first try. Oh well. Sorry, guys. They're like perfect. I'm not sure if you can see it. Okay. Red blood drops. So I need black first to bring the base down. Hold that. Should I do the red ones on his... yeah, I'll do them on his arms. When I do blood drops, I guess I'll do them on his legs too. I do black, then I use corn red. Alright. Gotta find the corn red. What's that one? That's brown. Oh, I need brown to do the handle. There's my corn red. Only when it comes to destroying them. All right. Let that dry. Washy wash. Now for the second highlight on the gun. Administratum Gray. That's it for that. And then the last thing I'll do on that is give it a another pin wash with the blue. I need my apothecary shade. There it is. Shake this up and take the glasses off while I'm shaking. Yeah, I love everything about the Primaris. I am a believer in them. They're just superior models to the old Firstborn Marines, which in their time were superior to the first generation. So they keep getting better. So I love this apothecary white for doing my angel wings. A little bit much there. Now for the red, we'll do a Mephiston red touch on the fatter part of the blood drops. I'll drag it up. Mephiston red really is my favorite red. It's just so good. Red wash. Hello, red wash. There you are. You gotta be careful when you put it onto a flat surface like this. You don't want it to pool up. Too much. Gotta live a life that's completely free. As I'm off camera. When I get really involved, I kind of get off frame. I'm sorry. Yeah, they sure will be expensive. Yeah, in a world where they're making record profits, they're just not making enough. So they feel the need to continue to increase price. Got to keep that profit rising. But they really have just priced out people from the game. I talked to the kids at school, and they would love to play 40K. It's just out of their price range. They can't do it. And that's a shame. No kill team is not the answer. So I'm kind of painting my highlight into the shade while it's still wet. Oh, oh, fee. And this brush is really terrible at feathering. Oh, that looks awful. I don't know what I'm going to do about that shoulder pad. It looks truly terrible. Yeah. I don't know. Oh, that's just bad. Yeah, the wash did terrible. Looks like a newbie painted it. I tend to stick with just like one fine detail brush. This one's a 00, and that kind of changes on my mood or what's available in my reach. I should have used a different brush for what I just did on that shoulder. I should have found a brush that had some fatter bristles, because this is I did something called feathering, where the bristles kind of fan out when you brush with it to kind of create a faded feathered look. And this brush in my hand right now is terrible at that. It's really great at fine detail, but it doesn't feather. And I've tried to. I knew it wasn't going to work. I tried to force it, and it failed. All right. So I think what I'm eventually going to probably do is just pry the shoulder pad off, airbrush the red, and then do the trim again. Sorry for taking a brain break right in front of you. Need to rest my eyes for a moment. Get my dandruff off my paint station. That's pretty gross. My gray hair is falling out. All right. Let me put my other glasses on. So, the model's pretty much done for what it's worth here, my friends. And now I'm going to do the base. So, usually what I do when I have um, like a sculpted hard floor like that, I'll use like my old fashioned shadow gray. So, let's begin. I'm going to dry brush this with some shadow gray. Piece of paper towel. And I need another pot. So I have a somber gray. It's a Game Air by Vallejo. I also have a Cote d'Arms version of it, but I don't feel like searching for that. So I'll just use this. Find an airbrush, or I mean a dry brush. I have these Army Painter dry brushes, which get the job done. I don't take care of them, and I should. Alright, that's the one, the medium-sized one. Here we go. This is the old-fashioned recipe for doing this kind of a surface, or rocks too. Somber gray has a nice bluish tint to it. Hi, Ghost Guns. Thanks for joining us. Did you say evening? You must be in the UK, huh? Or the EU? Is that the better one? You're an EU. I need some new ones. These have pretty much seen their useful life. Everything's in reverse, so I need to get them. You know what I need to do is I need to put a mark down to indicate where the center is. There we go. All right. So I'm not going to wash the brush because then it gets wet, and I want to go right into the next layer of gray, which is standard Dawnstone. This somber gray is not as blue as the shadow gray used to be. I should use my Cote d'Arms bottle. I don't see it anywhere real quick. It's too late now. I've already gone on to the lighter grays. Do I see it up there? Oh, fee. Try to live a life. Oh, look. That's completely free. I found it. Shadow gray. It's too late now, though. So now it's time to go to the final highlight, which is administrative gray. A little too much on there. I didn't wipe off enough. I might do a redo. Or maybe just hit it with a wash. We'll see. We'll let that settle a bit. what I will do now is paint the rim black. Which is garbage. What a waste of money. At some point, I'm going to find the name of that company and just blast it out there. Good night, girl painting. Thanks for being here. So this model really is playable at this point. I'm going to go in and add a little bit of shade to the ground. In case you couldn't see what I did, I started with the recessed area first, then dragged it out from there. Like the area under the stair. What time is it? 12:30. Not too bad in my opinion. Kind of happy with him. particularly happy with how the skull came out on the shoulder pad, while not happy at all with that one. I'm going to put him aside, let him totally dry, then get him with some varnish. We'll see where he stands after that. Astro Wrath, the Grim. All I've done is I airbrushed him red. Then I went in and gave him a red wash and a few red highlights. I'm going to probably have to change the orientation here because he's way taller. Change my mark. Come back up. There we go. So, I haven't totally decided where I'm going to go with painting him yet. Yeah, I'll need to really think about him for a while. His armor poses some challenges. Like, I don't know what to do with his wings either. Well, they look awful on camera. They look way better. The camera really picked up the blotchiness of that spray paint I used. It doesn't look that bad in real life. Huh. Alright, well. I'll have to give him some consideration. Gold wings, huh? Or two orcs holding him up, flapping their arms. I really, really hate orcs. Okay. Back to Death Company then, huh? Eyes have to get done. The guns need to be completed. Then some the white angel wing decal on the shoulders. And a little red highlight on the weapons. And they're pretty much complete. All right, well, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take a break, and I'm going to come back. What time is it now? It's 12:40 Eastern. So I'll come back, we'll say 7 Eastern. That'll give the East Coasters a chance to come on, and the West Coasters, it'll be 3 for them. They'll probably be done with their Sunday activities for the day, maybe. So they can join. Then we'll do a stream for several hours tonight, and I'll finish up the Death Company. All right. So, all right, my friends, I will see you soon. Have a good day. Get out there and get some sunshine. It's beautiful outside.